Beetlejuice.
It's showtime.
Hello, everyone. I hope you're doing well on this Sunday afternoon. It is getting later and later by the minute, and I'm getting more and more tired, like I ever wasn't. Those of you that don't know, the biggest football game in the country was yesterday, and I was blessed to be there with my wife to enjoy it. Mel, how are you doing? It is great seeing you. Mel, I almost added Sydney to my time list on my phone, but I couldn't figure out how to do it. Actually, are there two time zones, or is my phone messed up? Miami Spies, how are you? Samant, hello. Juju Bones, what's up? Texas Jen. Texas Jen's had a good time touring the old El Paso plant in, where were you? San Antonio? I think that's right. I don't remember anymore. Anyway, guys, this was brought to my attention the other day. So this is what I have is the Kiely Rodni autopsy report. Let's see here. Let me do this. I did that wrong. Sorry. Hang on, guys. It's still hard to figure out all this stuff. You thought words were hard before? You should see this. It's even worse. Anyway, so this is the Kiely Rodni autopsy report. See that work? Yes, it did. I know Texas Jen she's always telling me that wait, why won't you come up? No, that's not the one I wanted. That's the one I wanted. Austin, I always say San Antonio because that's where she gets her old El Paso from. Like all real Texans. I thought it was Pace, but it's old El Paso. Okay, but it's here, so it's like 9 a.m., right? In Sydney? Because the thing I had was that it'd be 10 a.m. in Sydney. Ash, you're here? Awesome. Melanie, how are you doing? Oh, it's evening. It is, yeah, it's 10 o'clock. No, wait, you're 6 hours ahead, aren't you? It's 11 p.m. Wow. Let's see here. Oh, it's 8 a.m.? So you're 13 hours ahead of me. I'm so confused. Sluggish Sleuth, how are you doing? Anyway, Amy Dawn, supporter of the show and great person, friend, everything, sent this to us on Friday, and I was like, I'm not going to be able to get to it. Crystal, how are you doing? 8 a.m. in Sydney, daylight savings started a few weeks ago. Uh-oh. You guys have different daylight savings than we do? Okay, you can't tell me that's not weird, right? I mean, that's so weird. Golly. Anyway. Anyway, so Amy sent this the other day, and hang on a second here. Let me get. This does not have a chat. Oh, there it is. The chat popped up. Yay! Why is this messed up? I know, guys. I've got to get a monitor, and I promise you I will one day. One day, I'll probably have fairies come flying out my butt, too. But, magical winged fairies. So, Susie tried. What's up? So anyway, Amy Dawn sent this to us, and what this is no, I don't want to switch to new audio device. So this is from, there we go. I've got it's Shonda is a Twitter person, and it is at GNDRMNDFCK. And I'll put up all their stuff. Actually, let's see if I do this. I can do this. Let's see. Go back over here if I can figure out where I am. Because I really am tired. I just realized that. Okay. That is the Twitterer that this came from. And Amy Dawn found it for us. And so anyway, without further ado-dos, I said doo-doo, let's get into reading this, okay? You guys tell me if it's messed up or anything. I'm sure White Rabbit will come in here and let me know. This is... Okay, let's see here. So if I zoom on this a little bit, then I can't move it. See? It's weird, right? Anyway, we'll just have to zoom in and out. Just remind me. That's too much. That blurs the words. So what we got here, this is the final report of investigation for Kiely Rodni. All right, my hair's still wet. Final classification is accident, cause of death, or date of death. Sorry, I heard someone outside. Was 10:21 or 8:21. Time found is, what was it? That 8 o'clock at night, 8:30 at night. 5'5", 103 pounds. I thought she was taller than that, right? She was taller than 5'5". Relatives are her mom, and she has no dad as the relative. That's weird. Like, shouldn't that be 1, 2, 3, 4 listed relatives? Oh, let me see here. Why is that all messed up? Place of death is Truckee, Nevada. The death was reported by a private dive company. Removed by coroner, yes. Type of medical exam, autopsy. Cause, drowning. This is all stuff we already knew, right? So all this stuff is not new. What I'm going to do is Kristen R., how are you doing? Dragon Man, what's up? Susie tries too skinny it that way. Yeah, it's weird. Now, here's something. That's the weight, though, she weighed in the coroner's office, right? All right, next page. Oops, hang on here. This is page 2. What? What does that say? Hang on a second here. Age 16, sex female, race white. I don't know what ETH is. Height 5'5", weight 103, blonde hair hazel, residency 2. Business juvenile. I don't get this. What's juvenile? So she's no. What's the age of adult in ETH's ethnicity? But what's the difference between ethnicity? I mean, I guess it might be, but I don't know how it's. I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying to think of it in, like, legal sense terms. DNA taken? No. DNA refused? No. So let's go. This is page 3. Report time is 10:07 in the morning. Time of death is 20:33 on 8/21. This is pronounced dead by Deputy Jason Mackey, located Honda CRV. There's the plate number. The vehicle is near GPS locations. Organ tissue donor, all stuff unknown. Cause of death, pending investigation. Smoker, yes. Alcohol use, yes. Remains identified by pending forensic pathologist report. Marked scars, tattoos, none observed. Personal physician, unknown. Next of kin are her parents. They're contacted by California High Patrol Truckee office and notified that they were notified at 9:45. Vehicle registered to Kiely. Would it be registered to her? Would it be registered to the parents? Positive identification was not able to be made at the time based on circumstantial evidence that the decedent was believed to be Kiely Rodni. They were advised of the pending pathologist report for confirmation of identity and cause of death. Investigation. I was called to respond to the Prosser Creek Reservoir in a peninsula southwest of Prosser family. Hang on a second. Next page. Campground. Oops. Where I was advised, female decedent was located within the cargo space of vehicle. Kiely Rodni was reported to have been driving a. You know when you say a car in the cargo space, that does sound different, doesn't it? Um, Juju Bone. She looks that size in picture. I'm sure 5'6", 105, and I think she was close to that size. Crystal, you can be white or black or brown. Also Hispanic, for example. Oh yeah, Hispanic would be the ethnicity, possibly. But even that, I don't know. I don't know how California identifies it. Susie tried. Damn. Okay, let's see here. I responded to the location to handle the coroner's case. Oh, wait, hang on here. I was advised the female decedent was in the cargo space of the vehicle Kiely Rodni was reported to have been driving. I was responding to the location to handle the coroner's case. The scene. I arrived on scene at approximately 1900 hours, and FBI agents, FBI crime scene technicians, Placer County Sheriff's deputies, California Highway Patrol officers, Truckee Police Department officers, and detectives from Nevada County Sheriff's Office were all near a tow truck. I spoke to Detective Saunier, who advised me that law enforcement divers had hooked the tow truck's winch to a vehicle under the water and were assisting with the recovery of the vehicle. I waited until the vehicle was removed from the water. I was given permission to begin my investigation. Body position. This is what I think everybody wants to know. And now, guys, I've not read this. I know that other people have had this up. I've not listened to them. Hey, Crafting Emily's here. Crafting, how are you doing? I hope your Friday was not as bad as you were dreading. So the body position. This is what we want to talk about, isn't it? There was a white female decedent located in the rear cargo compartment of the Honda. The right leg of the decedent was against the pillar of the back seat and resting near the headrest. The remainder of the decedent was behind the seats and not visible from outside the vehicle. FBI agents and technicians donned Tyvek suits and protective gear and entered into the vehicle. The body was removed under my supervision by FBI agents and FBI crime scene technicians. The body was placed into a large black vinyl body bag, visually inspected, and the bag was sealed. No items were removed from the decedent's person, and the remains were later transported by Truckee Tahoe Mortuary Director and the Placer County Morgue. Body conditions. The body showed obvious signs of bloating, lividity, and decomposition. There was skin slewing, and no positive identification could be made due to the decomposition present on the face. So you have to think fish were already nibbling. But here's the thing. So she is. What we're thinking is, okay, what my thinking is think of the vehicle going in, headlights down towards the bottom of the reservoir, right? So the tail end is up. The cargo area is up. And she came out of the back seat up into the cargo area where her foot was resting on a headrest. Now visualize that, because remember, there's a lot of speculation about, there's a lot of questions about how things happened. Excuse me. It's just very. Oh, anyway, Melissa, are you okay with all the flooding? There's flooding in Sydney? Hey, Levelhead, how are you doing? Levelhead, I'm sure you've gone over this 1,000 times. If you have any insight, man, let me know. Dude, I'm just going to be talking about this stuff. If you have anything different or know something, let me know. Mortuary. Detective Saunders told me that the decedent was going to be transported directly to the morgue for examination on Tuesday. No mortuary photographs were taken by this investigator. Statements. I was advised Detective Saunier, and he believed the decedent was Kiely Rodni. Based on his investigation, I did not obtain any additional statements related to the case on the scene. Truckee Tahoe Mortuary Funeral Counselor. I don't need that. property. No items of property were removed from the decedent. Any items taken from the scene will be noted in supplemental reports by the investigators. You know what item wasn't taken from the scene? Her laptop. I was told the CRV was going to be towed by the FBI, taken to their facility in Sacramento for additional processing. I was advised the vehicle will then be returned to the Truckee, California Highway Patrol Office for their vehicle accident investigation team to perform their investigation. Why does the FBI need it first? No photographs of the scene and the decedent. For photographs of the scene and the decedent, refer to Detective Sawyer's supplemental report. I do not want that supplemental report. Ugh, gosh, no. All right, page 4. Here's the supplemental. Great. On August 23rd, approximately 10:20 hours, I received a phone call from Captain Sam Brown. Captain Brown told me the decedent case had been positively identified as Kiely Rodni. After I spoke to Captain Brown, I called the decedent's parents. I offered to meet with them. They both told me to update them on the phone. I told Daniel and Lindsay the decedent had been positively identified as Kiely. That was it. The above date and time, attended the autopsy. At the completion of the autopsy, I collected the following items of jewelry removed from the scene. Now, I remember there was a necklace in particular. Crystal, I agree that the FBI would have more resources, but I don't understand. They're going to do it, and then they're going to give it to California Highway Patrol to do it. And, I mean, the FBI, they may not actually have more resources. The state may have more. I mean, you got to think, the FBI, just because they're the FBI, doesn't mean they're set up for it in this office. I mean, I don't know. And also, I don't know why. I mean, I know the FBI got jurisdiction because they thought it was a kidnapped person. But if the person is found and was it in the state or was it across state lines? I don't know that. If she was found in California, then the FBI has no. I don't know how they get jurisdiction. I mean, I just can't think about it right now. I am going on quite a little sleep and a lot of exhaustion yesterday. They may be looking for something Susie tried. Shay Richards, hey, what's up? So anyway, so the jewelry. I remember that there was 3. Everybody said at the beginning she wore 3 necklaces. So anyway, we have miscellaneous jewelry was 1. Number 2 was bracelets from right wrist. 3 necklaces, 4 rings. I wish they said more about the necklaces. All right. Supplemental investigation. The report was forwarded to the coroner division. Let me blow this up a little bit so I can read it a little better. What am I on? 5? The report was forwarded to the coroner division by Deputy Mackey and the Patrol Division on August 23rd, 2022. They performed an autopsy of the remains of Kiely Rodni. Positive identification of the scene had been made. During the autopsy, detectives was present during the autopsy and documented her observations and the method of identification in a supplemental report. I recently reviewed the pathologist's final report of autopsy, which listed the cause of death in the case as drowning. Here we go. This is so crazy because I have not read this yet. And so when you say that, Melanie, I can cross my whole country in 3.5 hours. I forget that other countries are slightly bigger. Yeah, 3.5 hours is, trying to think where you can get in 3.5 hours. Well, the whole state of Tennessee takes 8 hours to get from one end to the other. But obviously that's different. Let's see here. Drowning, it was because of, now here we go. This was there were no other significant contributing conditions listed. I conferred with Detective Soner, and he told me there was no indication of foul play regarding the criminal investigation into the death of Kiely. The manner of death in this case has been determined to be accidental. That's what we've all been wondering, okay? How does that apply to Adventures with Purpose? What they said that looked suspicious, and they had more tape and all that other stuff. And see, that's what I'm saying. Like, going forward, Everything AWP does, people, because the internet is the internet, and they're going to, I can't even get out of my city in 3.5 hours, Crystal says. Sorry, and the internet's going to internet, and they're going to analyze every single thing that AWP does from now on. And that's the dangerous part about getting involved in stuff like this and then saying something afterwards. I mean, they went ahead and alluded to this. Now they're going to be asked to be made accountable for it. What did you see? Why were the windows down and she couldn't have gotten out? Just saying. That's level-headed. So that's a good conversation starter, level-headed. The thing about that is, I don't know. And that's what I think everybody's going to be asking. Like, how do you go from the front to the back and go past 2 windows? Her body was all the way in the cargo area, and that's not all that easy to get into. Even floating, all that stuff, I know. But, she's not wearing a seatbelt. Here's something that gets me. My car, if you drive it and you don't have your seatbelt on, it starts dinging. It dings like crazy. Drives me nuts. Does Honda not have that? Because if they don't have that, then I want a Honda. So now we got a girl who's driving without a seatbelt on, right? And just happens to be in the cargo area, which is another thing that AWP said doesn't happen that often. Yeah, but that just gives them more views and saying, use close hood marketing tactic. Yeah, true, level-headed. Let's see here. Yeah, 2013 would be dinging constantly. All right, Susie Tried says a 2013 CRV would be dinging constantly. Dude, like, that is reason enough to put seatbelt on. I mean, it just is. Yeah, the dings. The dings, man. I mean, they drive me nuts. The Coonhound. I have a seatbelt thing for the Coonhound. So that way, like, because when she sits next to me, the car starts dinging, and I'm like, oh my gosh. Those accidentals, what they're saying. Toxicology report. This is the other one we were looking for. Now, I do not know what any of this stuff means, but ethanol, 88 milligrams. I don't know what that means. Now, what is pre-sump positive? Does that mean that nicotine, caffeine, cotinine, and whatever Delta 9 was positive, but what does that mean? I don't know what Delta 9 is. Rubia, there you go. I was wondering if you're going to come in here. Awesome. Rubia, does the pre-sump positive, does that just mean that, it tested positive for that? Hey, Mike Rusk, how are you doing? I don't know. You guys are going to have to... Yeah. Texas Jen says expert Rubia is here. Yeah, everybody wants to have her. Oh, I see now THC. You know what? I was just reading Delta 9. I wasn't reading about THC. So what is cotinine? I don't know what that is. And then I also don't want pre-sump positive. Does that mean it was in her system, but it hadn't been I don't know, digested? You guys know, let me, tell me and I'll correct myself. They can't verify, but it's presumed to be positive. Thank you. Presumed. Oh, duh. Rubia right now. Did you see that, guys? She just schooled me. She just absolutely schooled me. That's what happens when you're trying to think that, this is a technical issue. Don't do autopsy stuff. I'm not a pro at this. I'm no expert, okay? That's for sure. But that's what, and she comes in and goes, it's presumed positive. Codeine is cotinine. Why would that be presumed positive, though? I just accept it. I don't know. I'm not a person. It doesn't matter if you say why. It doesn't matter because I don't know what to do with that stuff. Because all this looks like it's pretty standard, but it doesn't look like it's like somebody came up behind her and strangled her with a piano wire. Melissa Jane. Okay, let's see here, little head. Where's Volstorm when we need him? Hey, wait a second. What did I do wrong? At the end of the day, she had alcohol and weed in her system. Thank you, Rubia. Kind of the product formed after the chemical nicotine enters the body. Nicotine is a chemical. This is Mike Ruska saying, you know what? See, I don't have my stuff put up. All right, there we go. Cotton is a product of the end after chemical nicotine enters the body. Nicotine is chemical found in tobacco products, including cigarettes and chewing tobacco. Boy, that's is a metabolite. Okay. Oh, I read that wrong. Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, it's okay. So what you're saying is that it's a nicotine. Okay, content. I don't know. Like I said, you guys are schooling me on this. So she vaped. The alcohol could have been from decomp, is what I read. Yeah, so we've discovered that with Eliza Fletcher. Actually, all that stuff is Rubia schooled me on all that stuff. So you guys, if you have questions, this chick right here is a badass. Go ahead and ask them to her. All I can do is just barely read. Oh man, mix the weed and tobacco. Some people do. Maybe. I mean, that's the thing. That's what we don't know. Well, yeah, this is a good one. Let's go back to the AAA card driver Nick. That says that he saw her. Moki Bonk. Man, see, I'm not cool, man. I don't go out parties and all this stuff. Y'all know cool stuff. Y'all are the cool kids. Me, I just hang out with Rabbit and do things that I probably shouldn't do. Thank you, Rabbit. Ask Rabbit why I can't walk today. So anyway, that's how it was. The liver tissue samples were brought in with a white plastic container. Let's see here. Now this one. All right, here we go. Here's the analysis. Nicotine. This test is an unconfirmed screen. Confirmation by more definitive techniques such as GC/MS is recommended. Oh, here we go. Now this is funny to me. Caffeine. I think that's weird that caffeine is in an autopsy report. Is caffeine that bad? See, Rubia says sometimes, but other times dopey. Who, me? No, you don't just hang out with a rabbit. You were privileged to hang out with her. Yes, that's right. I was privileged. But again, ask her why I can't walk today. So, okay, here's the thing. And I do, this is not a personal thing, but it's just a deal that I have. Is that caffeine. I think it's amazing how negative the tests are. Not the test, but like how bad it's supposed to be for you, but it's so widely accepted. And I love caffeine. Man, I love it. It just keeps me just normal, right? This test is an unconfirmed screen, and more testing is recommended. Of course, they're always going to want more tests. Cotton, this test is unconfirmed screen, but more tests are recommended. THC is report limit 20. I don't know what that means. Ethanol report limit confirmed at 40. Other than the above findings, examination of the specimens submitted did not reveal any positive findings of toxicology significance by procedures outlined in the accompanying analysis summary. Reference comment, THC liver tissue is a principal psychoactive ingredient of marijuana hashish. The word hashish makes me giggle. It just sounds funny. Is the inactive metabolite of THC. Ethanol, drinking alcohol, is a central nervous system depressant that can cause effects such as impaired judgment, reduced alertness, and impaired muscular coordination. Ethanol can also be the product of decomposition or degradation of biological samples. So wait a second here. I like how like marijuana THC stuff, they just say, "Oh, it's just a psychoactive thing." I mean, just real one word, psychoactive. They go into a full detail about alcohol. Tissue specimen required. NMS labs generated tissue sample. Due to the nature of the specimen, some analysis be collected, qualitative analysis. Unless alternative arrangements are made by you, the remainder of the submitted specimens will be discarded 1 year from the date of this report, and generated data will be discarded 5 years from the day of the analysis performed, which seems pretty standard. All right, let's see here. I won't drink and smoke joint together, says Susie Tried. We're always on White Rabbit sites, crafting Emily. Yep. All right, let's see. What's the next? Go down. Next page. Oh, jeez. I do not know what a high performance liquid chematography tandem mass spectrometry is. Spectrometry. Isn't the spectrometer, isn't that from Ghostbusters? It's Halloween. We need to watch Ghostbusters. Cocaine metabolites confirmation. Whoa, wait a second. What's this? Cocaine and metabolites confirmation. THC canceled due to sample matrix problem. Right? Does that seem weird? Jägermeister's full of caffeine. So expert can't walk and tells us to ask Rabbit why. I'm scared to ask. Notice she's not saying anything. Let's see here. Analysis by gas chromatography mass spectrometer for benzoylicognin cocaine. Why are the street names so much cooler than the technical names? They ought to have that backwards. Cocaine. Reported limit 200 NGs. Nanograms or grams. Reported limit's 160. So is she on coke? Is this it? Don't worry about it. It's just the kind of test they're using. You can make a difference. There's toxicity case, but not in this circumstance. Thank you, Rubia. Yeah, I won't worry about the testing. But the thing about the cocaine, is that what that's saying? And see, guys, look, man, I'm a goody two shoes. I don't know what 160 ng/g means. I do know that this says cocaine. I know that this says cocaine metabolites confirmation. And nobody's talking about cocaine. Mike Ruska's right. So she had cocaine in her system? Did they test for fentanyl? Mary LaVue says. Or Laveau. Excuse me for saying that. Nanograms? That's what I'm thinking. Nanograms? Yes, Crystal is absolutely right. I need to see a toxicology report for a non-drug user to see the confirmation, to see them side by side. But so what? Nobody's read this, that there's cocaine reported? I mean, this is the same report everybody's reading. Nobody, you think this would be all over YouTube? Nanograms per gram. Well, I mean, you shouldn't have any cocaine in you. So there is cocaine in her. Ronnie Jones is the only one that said cocaine. So Mike Rusk, guys, I'm sorry, I'm on different screens here. Mike Rusk says, I want you guys to check this out. You know what makes this really weird? And I'm not endorsing the theory, but the only time I heard cocaine was from that weirdo Ronnie Jones. Ronnie was the one that Ryan Upchurch was talking about, right? Oh yeah, there's coke on every American dollar. No, it was even that. Then here's the thing, Crystal, is nobody has cash. Nobody has cash. But no, there's not enough on there to do anything. Let's see here, Rubia. It stayed up above in the conclusion that it was presumed positive because there was some sound when they did the mass spectrometry. Oh, okay. See, when I don't know what the testing is, I don't even know what they're talking about. I apologize. Thank you. But hold on, when they say 160 NGs, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to take that down. It's presumed positive because there is some sound. So sound, I guess, is what comes from the spectrometer. Um, I don't know. I'm new to this. I don't. I mean, I don't read. I don't read. Words are hard. That's the testing limits that they tested for. Oh, I see. MJ's mom's telling me now on this stuff. So I see what's going on. The stuff or system at the top. Gotcha. Okay. Wait. Gotcha. Thank you. Thank you. Now I got it. Okay. So see, I had to have an interpreter to. Oops. MJ's mom had to interpret what Rubia said. And that's bad. Wait, the autopsy says no water in her lungs. I haven't gotten that far yet. Let me get back into this. Okay. So I'm not gonna worry about then all this stuff, right? This is just where the spectrometer didn't find anything else though. Because we have like methanol, headspace gas chromatography. Um, I have no idea. You guys, acetone, that's Tylenol, right? Acetone? I can't even pronounce this word. So, Salicy's lattes? Salicylates? Salicylates. No, that is the limit to report. Ignore that. Okay, thank you, Rubia. Gosh, thank you. I mean, you just saved me. I'm gonna sit here and make weird noises. Analysis by gas chromatography. We don't need to know how the thing works. Okay, so this is her. Specimens taken from toxicology, stock tissue, liver. Immediate. The other sign having made an examination. Cause of death to be drowning. All right, let's go into here. This is the report of autopsy. The coroner's ID tag attached to the zipper of the body bag containing the scent confirms the case number. Clothing. So this was all part of it. Remember what she was wearing in the what's that thing called? The security cameras, all that stuff. That's all background info. So like you had the upper body is covered by a spaghetti strap French cut bodysuit, a pair of we don't need to see black. No, we don't need to know that. Green twill pants. We saw that the black belt with the belt loops bearing multiple rivets. All of that is what people. That's what the missing persons report or whatever. The last seen. Kiely Rodni, $50,000 reward. Gray green sneaker is on the right foot along with a multicolored ankle length sock. A matching sneaker accompanies the body within the body bag. A matching left sock is inside the loose left sneaker. Except for the shoe being off the left foot, the clothing appears relatively normal in position. Personal property includes a white metal hoop through a piercing in the left earlobe. The right has three metal hoops through the helix, a small crescent moon-shaped stud earring through a piercing in her ear hole. The left ear has a post through the helix, a small ball. There'll be upper earlobe, crescent moon. stud earring through her lower earlobe. 3 yellow metal chains are around her neck. There we go. She had 3 necklaces. Hey, Maggie Bez, how are you doing? We're trying to get through this autopsy report here with, and we have, Ruby says, OMG. Oh gosh, what'd I do? What did I do? Oh gosh. Ruby is coming here and put me in my place because I can't read these things. I hope she's laughing when she says OMG. There are 5 bracelets on the right wrist. I'm going down to an open constellation shaped pendant, third of which is a small disc shaped pendant. Well, here's the main thing: is that I wanted to find out about is the 3 yellow metal chains are around the neck, one of which has small colorless stone, one of which is a small constellation shaped pendant, and the third of which has a small disc shaped pendant. Because they talked about that last scene wearing, right? So that's good. And I say it's good as in like we know that we're on the right stuff. Left middle finger, a heavy darkened yellow metal ring is on the right middle finger. There are 5 bracelets on the right wrist, including a tan elastic band, a black fabric bracelet, and a printed logo. A bracelet consisting of multiple black strings wearing a small disc-shaped P or D. The 4th bracelet is a light colored beaded bracelet, and the 5th is a blue-green elastic band engraved with the lettering Bianche and Lifetime Sea Otter Classic. A discolored string anklet is around the right ankle, piercing the umbilicus. Bears a white metal umbilicus. Is that the belly button? Oh wow, I didn't know it had a real name. I think it was because you attempted to disparage Rabbit and make her guilty for which she is completely innocent. Yes, it's she is innocent, but she was a participant though. That's the key. She was a participant. Thank you for revving your motorcycle right by. I mean, I've got the blinds closed. I mean, I can't get more soundproofing in here. It's impossible. The orange metal disc, central yellow stone, engraving around the stone on the orange metal part of the jewelry reads Winchester 38 Special. So she has her jewelry is a shell casing, which they sell a lot of those in Gatlinburg. Just letting you guys know that. That's where I saw them. External examination. I mean, the guy's riding up and down the street on his motorcycle. I wish he'd just like go out, like go up and down the roads. The unembalmed body is that of a slender white female in a state of moderate decomposition. There is generalized sloughing of epidermis, except for portions of plantar skin, which readily separated from the bottom of the feet and bear multiple toenails. A separately submitted segment of sloughed. I need to go there and put a 2x4 on the road. I'm kidding. I would never do that. I don't have a 2x4. There is no remaining rigor mortis and no lividity pattern is discernible. A strong odor of decomposition surrounds the remains. No postmortem insect activity is present. No postmortem insect activity. I would think, well, I guess, it's a reservoir, so it's drinking water. Oh my gosh. The subject is normal cephalic, and there's no apparent external head trauma. There you go, guys. There is no apparent external head trauma. The scalp hair is almost completely sloughed due to decomposition and consists of wavy blonde hair up to about 22 inches in maximum length. The facial features are distorted by decomposition and post-mortem positioning. I don't know how these people do this. I don't know how they do it. Although there is definite definition between the corneas and the eyes are discolored from decomposition, although there's definition between the corneas and conjunctiva. Guys, this is the first time I've read a lot of these words. Okay, so you guys, this is what it was like when I was in first grade or second grade. Was I saying second grade? In the reading circle in Mrs. Watts' class. Oh, that was her name. Wow, there you go. Let's see here. The anterior chambers of the eyes is colored. The soft tissue of the nose appears normally developed but distorted from the decomposition. Both nares are patent. There's no palpable tissue fracture or nasal fracture. There's no palpable nasal fracture. That's a thing was the airbag, did it deploy? Other midfacial bones are also palpably intact. The ears are softened from decomposition but appear symmetrical. A small amount of fluid is present in the right external auditory meatus, apparently from decomposition. There's no apparent discharge from the left ear. The teeth are naturally in good condition. There is discoloration of the crowns of the teeth, which have a pale pink stain from decomposition. The oral mucous membrane show deterioration from decomposition from partial sloughing. This results post-mortem decomposition rather than trauma. There are no obvious introital injuries. A small amount of purge fluid is collected in the mouth. Oh, almost purged. The lips are softened from decomposition and show loss of surface epithelium, but are otherwise unremarkable. The neck has a slender, symmetrical exterior contour without evidence of injury. So her neck was not injured. Her nose, her face, nothing. There's no breaks or anything. The cervical spine is easily mobilized due to decomposition and is palpably stable. The larynx and trachea are palpably midline. The chest is symmetrical and the chest wall is palpably stable. The breasts are normally developed adolescent female without palpable masses. The abdomen is slightly distended due to postmortem tissue gas formation, but has a symmetrical external contour and shows no evidence of external injury. The external genitalia are normally developed. I don't want to read that stuff. Speculum examination reveals no evidence of. I'm not going to read that. Sorry. If you want to read that, that's in this bottom part here. I'm not. No. Gross. Why is that not churning? There you go. Okay. Here we go. There appears to be cervical cap type. No. The perennial. She was on a contraceptive. I mean, do you hear that? I mean, honestly, like, what joy is he going up and down the road going, hey, everybody's going to love this. This is my motorcycle. There's a South Park episode on this if you guys want to dive into what reality of this is. The perennial skin showed discolorization from decomposition, otherwise unremarkable. The upper and lower extremities are symmetrical and normally developed and show no apparent external trauma. An area of postmortem change in the left wrist and the radial side is about 4.5 to 1 centimeters. And a splitting of the exposed dermis, which exposes underlying soft tissue. The margins of the area are smooth, and the area is consistent with dehiscence of a surgical scar. Dehiscence of a surgical scar. There's no discolorization suggestive of mortem hemorrhage. Epidermis from both hands has been previously lost from decomposition along with fingernails. The toenails have also separated with the macerated and slough plantar skin. The back is symmetrical. The spine is palpably stable. The midline, there's no visible trauma on the back. So there's no trauma on this girl. Okay? Her body and everything's in perfect condition. Okay, a small stipple tattoo, the number 17, is on the lateral right hip. Wait, did we know that? Doesn't like number 17 have something else? Where have I heard that before? Princess Megan, Elsa, hey, what's up? Daisy C's here. See what you guys are saying. I'm looking at the chat again. I'm sorry, guys. Listern's here. Dang, I just saw this. Been fighting to trim talkie toes. Ha! You and White Rabbit should talk. I shouldn't. Let's see here. Should I go back to the start? Yeah, after this is over, this is I'm just now getting into the autopsy report. So if you stick around, you can ask questions. It was her favorite number. You know what? I hate to say that's weird. It's like 17's like I thought everybody's favorite number. I love your positivity. Oh, it's Crystal. Let's see here. How old was she? Yeah, she was 16. Um, external. Let's see here. There's a vaguely defined wait a second. Longitudinal linear surgical scar on the ventral left wrist. Okay, surgery scar. I thought I was going to read that she had cut herself. I am sorry. I do not mean that. I just know that'd be something like, oh my gosh, like what does this mean? But there's a surgical scar on her left wrist. Ouch. Postmortem radiograph scan demonstrates an orthopedic plate and multiple screws in the left radius. Ouch! 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 That hurt. Ooh. Oh, that's so cringy. Sorry, guys. I'm not a doctor. I'm a goofball. Okay. I do goofy things. My life is goofy. Surgery, stuff like that. Ugh. There's no apparent blunt or penetrating injuries seen externally. Postmortem radiographic scan of the whole body also demonstrates no evidence of acute skeletal trauma. Internal examination, opening incision in the body cavity is a standard Y-shaped, reveals a subcutaneous fat thickness of 1.3 centimeters at mid-abdomen. The pleural surfaces are smooth. The excess fluid or body, no excess fluid or body or blood is found in the body cavities. The internal organs are normally arranged. Neck organs. The anterior soft tissue of the neck show discoloration from decomposition and marked softening. There's no apparent strap muscle hemorrhaging. The hyoid bone and laryngeal cartilages show no fracture. The cervical spine is grossly intact. Cardiovascular system. The heart weighs 90 grams and appears normally formed. The epicardial surface is smooth with a normal fat distribution, with myocardium is softened moderately. And I have to shrink the page down to be able to change it. All right, here we go. Decomposition, light red brown. There are no obvious myocardial lesions. The ventricle walls appear relatively normal. Okay, so the heart's all fine. The coronary ostia are patent. The coronary arteries appear patent. So her heart was great, like a 16-year-old should be. Respiratory system. Now, I think this is where everybody's been waiting for, right? The lungs. Hey, Memento Mori, how are you doing? Let's see here. Callie Dime, how are you doing? Let's see here. Listener, Melissa Jane. Susie tried. Daisy C. A lot of people are not happy with these results. Yeah, that's sad. That's really sad, Daisy C. A lot of people are not happy with these results. It's like, what do you want? Hopefully this will take half an hour. Then I have nothing for a couple of hours. Oh, Melissa Jane has to go. Mel, have a great day. Stay safe and come back to us. Let's see here. She's the hardest working person in Australia. Okay, so here we go. Respiratory system. The right lung weighs 100 grams and the left lung weighs 110 grams. The pleural surfaces are smooth. The lungs are light maroon to gray tan. No anthracotic markings are seen. The lung parenchyma is moderately decomposed, soft and maroon in color. There are no apparent focal parenchymal lesions. Prominent tissue gas formation distorts the parenchymal architecture of both lungs. The larynx, trachea, and bronchi are patent and normally formed. Airway Mucosal surfaces are smooth, like rattan. There is no apparent airway obstruction. The pulmonary arteries appear normally developed and patent throughout. So because they didn't say they found water in the lungs, I'm guessing in that part might be where everybody's saying, oh, they didn't find water in the lungs. I guess water drains too. I hate to say this stuff. Gastrointestinal system. This is where I'm going to start doing a bingo type game. If this stuff keeps up, where we get to guess what people are eating. I hate this. The esophagus and stomach are patent, continuous, and normally developed. The mucosal surfaces are softened, pale, purple tan to yellow tan, with a decomposed appearance. No focal lesions are evident. The stomach contains the trace amounts of particulate food material consistent with small fragments of peas or beans. The duodenum, small intestine, appendix, and colon show discoloration, softening, and focal gas bloating from the decomposition of otherwise unremarkable. So she ate peas. I don't like peas. Pancreas is small but appears normal in location. It's moderately decomposed, soft and yellow tan. A tubular pattern is maintained. There are no apparent lesions. Hepatobarrel system, I never heard. Oh, that's the liver. Weighs 40 grams. It appears normal in shape, though is diminished in size with decomposition. The gallbladder is normally formed. Yeah, there's nothing here. She's just a normal 16-year-old girl. Right kidney, left kidney, triple with ease, no smooth, softened red brown section. No focal lesions are identified. The pelvis and uterus appear normal. The urinary bladder is normally developed and empty. A diva cup is found in the upper vault, containing a small. Oh, never mind. Okay, I get it now. I get it. I'm sorry, guys. T-shaped plastic entry device is also within the abdominal cavity. Guys, like, I'm not very good on any of this stuff. I apologize. I don't mean to make some of the noises I make. I really am. I'm being legit as I can. I'm just not good. I'm not good with anything with the female body. Okay? And especially dead bodies. I am grossly immature about it, and I'm happy with that. Memento Mori, yeah, you have to look up a Diva Cup. Yeah, Texas Gen. I think yeah, Crystal's got it right. Okay, lymphoticular system, spleen, everything softened, great. Okay. Endocrine system, thyroid is severely decomposed, difficult to identify. The adrenals are markedly softened, decomposition. Much of architecture is lost. Pituitary is severely softened and decomposed. Skeletal system, no acute skeletal injury is found on gross and radiographic examination. A dissection of the left wrist confirms the presence of orthopedic hardware attached to the ventral surface of the distal radius, consisting of a stainless steel 2-column Voller plate held in place by multiple screws. Head. Reflection of the scalp reveals light maroon staining in the deep scalp tissues, predominantly on the right side, consistent with lividity under the effects of decomposition. The skull is intact, normal in thickness. The dura is smooth and intact. There's no evidence of epidural or subdural hemorrhage. Removal of the dura reveals no small fractures. The brain weighs 1,000 grams. There is severe decomposition of the brain and generalized softening and blurring of the external pattern of the brain parts. Sectioning reveals loss of definition in the internal parenchymal landmarks and decomposition. There's no evidence of I might as well say Tyrannosaurus, as far as I can read that. Material for toxicology is liver. Materials for histology, sections of the major organs are saved as stock tissue. Postmortem photograph. Oh God. If there's ever anything like that, don't worry about ever seeing it on my channel. You will never. I'm gonna have a hard time reading this stuff. You think I'm gonna try to find pictures of death? Autopsy assistants, and there you go. So let's go back. Go to the next one. Witnesses, autopsy findings. Here we go. This is the final findings. Decedent found in submerged vehicle, which was recovered from inverted position in lake. Postmortem changes consistent with prolonged water submersion. Moderate post-mortem decomposition. No external or internal evidence of significant injury. Post-mortem toxicology on liver tissue positive for ethanol, possibly all or part from decomposition. So she was not drunk. Think about that one. Possible all or part from decomposing. Right? Is that what they're saying? Oh, thank you, Kiely Dime. So drunk driving, I don't know anything but this autopsy. They've been trying to say she was drunk and doing drugs and all this stuff, and I don't know, but I mean here in the what does this mean, Ruby, when they say postmortem toxicology on liver tissue, positive for ethanol, but then goes on to say possibly all or part from decomposition? I mean, is that, let's see here, Long Beach hippie. My parents are lung type docs. I love that. They said to me the lungs that were on the report are the size of a 2-year-old's. That she's 17. How did it shrink? They say the autopsy is trash. Really, Long Beach hippie? That's interesting. I do believe cover up my gut feeling, says Princess Megan Elsa. Mike Rusk. So this just makes it more of a question. Ruby, the lungs on autopsy at time of decomposition are always small. It wasted away by the time of the autopsy. Ooh. That's a good point. So Sammy, her friend, said that she was so wasted, she was so drunk, she had trouble walking. So cause of death, drowning is what they have. Well, the cause of death is drowning because they found her in the water. I'll tell you that. Press release, updates, yeah. Accidental. The Nevada City County, Nevada City, California. The Coroner's Division of the Nevada County Sheriff's Office has ruled the death of Kiely Rodni as accidental. The ruling is based on the pathologist finding that her death was a result of drowning, and there's no other information to suggest she was a victim of foul play. As always, our office will continue to work with the family by evaluating any additional information related to this investigation. We ask that both the media and the public respect the family's privacy during this difficult time. That's it, guys. So the one thing that I have a question about the whole deal is where it says the toxicology, possibly all or part from decomposition. I don't understand that. Our bodies metabolically start to, yeah, okay, so I understand that part. They're trying to be nice, saying that it might not be from alcohol, but they don't know. Thank you. So Ruby's got that one. There it is. All right, that is the answer I didn't want to say because it's just speculation for me. I have no idea about any of this stuff. Ruby has read multiple, probably hundreds of these. So she truly is an expert. They're trying to be nice and saying that it might not be from alcohol, but they don't know. And so that's my thing, is that it's whether or not you'd assume it's from alcohol. Let's see here. They can't tell the difference, in other words. Yeah, that's the thing. Gold standard is treating from eye fluid. That was not possible. They did liver testing, which is still good. Yes. The state of decomposition is hard to find the reason for death. So the only question, I don't know. Do we have questions? I know we have questions. I know. Yes, it did, Sully. Welcome to the chat. Yes, it did say THC. Um, but it's the I mean, there was nothing. She really was. Didn't to me. No fentanyl testing. I would love to have known. Yeah, this is okay. That's the final thing. That I'm glad you said that, White Rabbit. That is what I have a question about, and that's what I think the next thing goes to. Is they said they had more video to show, and what did they see? What gave them the feeling of suspicion? And I don't know. Uh, Mike Russ, yeah, no fentanyl testing. It's weird. I don't know how you do that. I don't know how any of that stuff works. I mean, honest to goodness, I don't know how any of that stuff works. Every jurisdiction is different. They have different procedures, different standards. Um, your daughter's on the phone. That's funny. Um, so your AWP video would answer questions, but probably bring more as well. That's the problem, Long Beach Hippie. You're absolutely right. Um, oh no, what they won't show it now? They said they are accepting the report. That's weird. Yeah, minor medical death. Thousand, but not murder. Minor medical deaths. Well, supposedly, this is a medical death, right? Isn't drowning? Would drowning be medical, natural? I don't know. This is one of those things. Um, I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to assume. I mean, what do we say next, right? What's the next question? What has to be answered here? Yeah, she has been cremated. But the toxicology stuff is kept for a year. Uh, do we know for a fact that she wasn't tested for all drugs? I don't know. No, I have no idea. I just know those are the ones she put on there were the ones that they put on the report were things that they found in her system or assumed. So it was obviously the time. Oh, gosh, I don't want to talk about that, Crystal. This is Sunday. Who is AWP? AWP is Adventures with Purpose. They're a dive team that they were recovering vehicles and trying to bring closure to families. It just kind of started off as like a hobby, and it's like, man, look what you find at the bottom of the lake. You find all these cars. And then people started saying, hey, I've got a missing persons case. I don't know. They just kind of fell into it. And anyway, it's Ventures with Purpose. They're the people that found Kiely. Then that's where the suspicion started, because it was the Prosser County Sheriff was like, we've spent 2,500 man hours in this lake. Prosser County, the Nevada County sheriffs, they said that Prosser Reservoir, that they didn't need to waste their time there because they had covered it with a fine-tooth comb. And of course, within 15 minutes of them going there, they find the car. So, it's like, oh man, it's so amazing, it's so great. And then they also said that they believed that looked suspicious, and that they had additional video that they would release at a later time after the sheriff's report was out. If I can remember, Ruby, I'll find their video, because it's really interesting to watch the video they did. It gives you an idea. I didn't know who they were before all this. Yeah, AWP has found a lot of missing people. Tweety U.S. News: drowning would be mechanism of death. Cause of death would be yeah. Let's see here. What else have you guys? Fentanyl and other novel synthetic opiates will not be detected in a standard opiate. I can't ever say that word, and therefore requires a separate screening test. Yes, I've had drowning cases before, but the vast majority of the people that I'm looking at died at the hospital or after leaving the hospital. You know, Ruby, I actually do love that about you. I do have to send you a message because I think that's God's work. I want to thank you for that. Nobody else will understand that or respect that. Long Beach hippie, basically, someone needs to go to Truckee and make a huge uproar. You know, that's what everybody says, but at the end of the day, I didn't know what Truckee was before this. And that's, I mean, everybody knew where, what's that chick's name? Mm. Gabby Petito. They all knew everything about her, where the Brian Laundrie's parents lived, where her parents lived, all this stuff. But during the middle of all that, and it was such a big deal, was that newlywed couple that were killed in Moab. Do you guys know about anybody being arrested for that? Because supposedly there is. Let's see. Wait, hang on a second. I see Redbird here. Redbird, welcome in. I don't think I've seen you before because, as I always say, birds aren't real. I'm not sure. I believe she was cremated. I think she said so, and I said they said that so another autopsy can't be done in case that ends up going forward legally. People get prosecuted. Yeah, I think she was probably cremated. Um, it's got to be. Um, yeah, cause of death is accidental drowning. So that's, I mean, accidental driving, right? Or drowning while driving. Oh, they did. So, oh, see, I haven't followed this. That guy did. Let's see. Do you have more about that up here? Did I miss any more? So there's a guy that Moab couple, like people were wondering if there was like a serial killer on the loose. And that was like was it attached to Gabby and this couple. Well, now they found this guy. Like that couple was all over the news and everything else, and they found this guy, and then now I'm finding out that he committed suicide. I didn't even know about that. That's it just goes to show, like you kind of forget these things, and I hate to say it, that's what's going to happen with Truckee. Melissa's back driving again. This is so great. Like, imagine like a talk show host being able to get this, this type of like interaction back and forth. And it's like now, like I know that Melissa's back in her car, and this is what she's listening to. She's not listening to news or she's not listening to sports reports or whatever. I don't know, but that's I don't know. I just think it's funny, and I love Mel, and I love teasing with her. She has a great sense of humor. If you guys gotta go check her, YouTube out. Let's see here. Suspect in Moab killings killed himself. Okay, see, I didn't know this. Two women were killed in Moab. I knew about that one. Uh, a young skier died. I didn't know about this. Was this last year? No kidding. So look, guys, this is what's so great about this chat. Like, of course, Ruby didn't say anything, but if I'd known this, I'd have been begging her to come on and talk about Truckee and all this stuff. Uh, she says she has great memories from there. I want to know everything about it. Right? That's how we do our stuff here. It's like when Yaya came on. Um, let's see. Hang on, wait a second. Oh, I missed that. I'm sorry. I'm in the middle of other people's stuff. Um, that's how Yaya came on talking about Taylor business. Her, I believe it was her son went to school with the that family, and so she knew him and stuff. I mean, it's crazy thing about. I mean, it's not crazy, but it's just like you have this person that's like we were never able to connect with people instead of like having the news, because they've always been telling us what to think, what's going on. They were the final authority. What I love here is that we have an open discussion. We're able to go back and forth and come to our own conclusions, and that's what I think would be great about oh, you have a connection to Truckee. Let's bring that conversation out. It's so cool, man. I absolutely love this. Um, There's a young boy that's huge on social media. I didn't know this. I didn't know anything about this. Okay, anyway, so I was talking about the couple that died in Moab, right? So there's the other dude, John Colt, and I've got to do a follow up on him. That guy amazes me. And it's funny. That is like one of my highest viewed videos is on that guy, and he's in jail for life because they're like they cannot. He will never be. What is that thing called? Um, he can never be released back into society because he's not fixable. I can't think of the big words anymore. He's not fixable. Okay, and he is a serial rapist, sex offender type guy, and so he's in a mental hospital for the rest of his life. He escaped the mental hospital while Kiely Rodni and all that was going on. Not Kiely Rodni, Gabby Petito and all that stuff was going on. With the help of two nurses, he was sleeping with in that mental hospital. That's the weirdest thing to me. And then he gets out, and I think they may have even given him a cell phone. Like these chicks were like paying for his cell phone service or something like that. That's how crazy this is. Rehabilitated. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Can't be rehabilitated. Thank you, thank you. Gosh, guys. I'm telling you, it was a long day yesterday for me. Uh, and he started a Facebook page, of course, under a fake name. And it was like, hey, I'm part of this camping group now, which meant basically they were hobos in the wilderness. And, oh, that's like Sonny Bono, right? But this guy was a young dude. Did he collide with somebody else? You know, skiers colliding with each other is like a really, really bad thing. I didn't know any of this stuff. Where's tweeting news? What I see? All ski reports have deaths. Along with residents, several lost many friends to avalanche. Oh, Tweety, I'm so sorry. Yeah, avalanches terrify me. You know how many avalanches I'll be in my lifetime? Zero. Because I'm not going up to some ski resort on some like mountain like that. I am a lodge kind of guy. Okay, put me in front of the fire and some hot cocoa, and I'm happy. Everybody else, they can go outside, they can get cold and all that stuff. I'm fine by the fire. And it's just like Jaws scares the hell out of me. You think I'm going to go into the ocean and have a shark eat me? No, I'm not going to that ocean. Whales poop in that water. Could you imagine what are you more scared of? Seeing a shark in the water or seeing a whale turd go floating by you? I mean, these are things I think about, guys. So, isn't Rabbit lucky? Oh gosh. Your son's a skier, known from social media. Sad case, but yes, lots. Oh man, I hate that. Uh, yes, I am an expert at the spa, and no one dies there. I love it, love it, love it. Yes, Liam Neeson did lose his wife on a ski trip, and her sister. I can't think of anything else she's been in except for the movie The Patriot. She was the sister to Mel Gibson's character and their wife, who, it's fictional. You never saw her. She had died. And anyway, he later on ends up marrying the sister. But yeah, that was Liam Neeson's wife's sister, which I think is just, I don't know why I have that useless knowledge in my brain. Take me to the beach any day over the snow. Yes. Texas Jen, it was all about the whale poop. I think Sully is a spa princess as well. A spa expert. That's why I love that. Y'all are experts. That is awesome. Let's see here. After my back injury, I'm a lodge kind of person too. Oh, wait a second. Yeah. Long Beach Hippie's right. Whale vomit is very expensive. The use in perfumes and etc. Yeah, it is. Is that not sad? That's what you're spraying some whale vomit on you. Oh yeah, this is true. I actually know that. Michael Schumacher had a ski injury. I'm just not going skiing. Oh, hey, I think we got a super chat. Clumsy Clairvoyance. Welcome to the chat. How are you doing, Clumsy? Uh, no, it's vomit from sperm whales. What that is. Clumsy, I hope you were listening before I made that comment. That's the comment right underneath yours. Hey, Clumsy, how are you? Natasha Richardson died after hitting her head on ice. Natasha Richardson, how do I know that name? I'm lost with everything, guys. Well, listen. So that was the Kiely Rodni thing. I want to know: are you guys satisfied? Are you guys? Are you going to continue to flood the YouTube algorithms for Kylie stuff? I mean, I hate to say it, but as you know, you guys know me. I do facts. And by the way, please, if you're listening in, please hit that like and subscribe buttons. Help me with the algorithms. Guys, please check out Rumble. I'm 30, I think, subscribers away from being able to live stream on Rumble. And then I will stop live streaming on Twitch probably because I only get like 2 or 3, or maybe, yeah. I live stream on Twitter because Twitter gives out notifications, which if you want notifications, the best thing to do is Twitter. YouTube likes just striking people or like just like deleting accounts. Ask Melissa Janes. Melissa Janes. Where did I get that? Ask Mel about it. Mel's been de-subbed like 7 times for me. Yeah, Ruby says sounds over. I agree, Ruby. I'm gonna take a bite of my delicious sweet. Um, oh my gosh, I just did what I hate. I just like ate food on stream. I'm so sorry. Thank you, Tweety, for explaining that to me. Um, yes, Rubia, and I hate to say it, that's why I'm not going to be a huge YouTuber because I stopped reporting about stuff. I mean, we're just going to keep on the facts. Look, I did a lot of Summer Wells stuff, and when they started saying that Summer Wells, there's like this whole underground cavern system up around her property that they were smuggling kids through. That's like, dude, I'm not gonna be doing that. Okay, that is such make believe. I go look at my videos. I've been all around that area. You know, Summer Wells, she's just gone. People go hiking and they disappear every year. I hate to say it, but you look at the property and stuff. I mean, she's a tiny little girl. You know, and that's like it was all this stuff. There has to. Hey, Carsey, how are you doing? I don't believe it was an accident. I can't believe anything law enforcement puts on this case because they were messed up with everything in front of me. Now that's what I will do if you guys find anything because I know that like the family that was kidnapped in what's that place? Oh, gosh, it's in Northern California. Anyway, like that family, like supposedly there's relationship between that and like the Truckee area. And again, all this is internet gossip knowledge. Oh, thank you, Daisy C. Thank you so much. Rumble has all of my YouTube videos get posted because Rumble has a setup with YouTube that you can connect your account. So all my stuff gets put onto Rumble, except like live streams come on a couple hours later and you can't be in the chat. That's the worst thing. Sluggish is driving but listening. Sluggish, you're awesome. Summer Wells' case is almost impossible to report due to local topography and family inconsistencies. I've been up to their house a couple times, Tweety. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Go check out. I've got a file for. Is it a file? Is that what they call them? A playlist on Summer Wells. Go through all those. I got like 50 videos on her, and I've got several trips. And I've got one I was getting ready to put up today where I took all the volume out and you just get to watch me driving. Like today's, the next one I put up, and it's ready to go. I just got to put it up, is going from the house that the friends had, like where like Hunter or whatever, like he was from, where they picked him up or whatever, driving over to the hospital. And I've got to get that one off my computer. For some reason, that's like a 20 gig file on my computer, but it's a 1.5 gig upload. I don't understand it. Um. Oh, thank you, Memento Mori. Thank you. In case everyone paying into YouTube, yeah. In case the internet goes dark, that's what. Listen, man, my locals has caught on like fire. I've got like almost 1,300 subs or followers. What do they call them? Locals is they have followers, members, and subscribers. I've got like 1,300 followers over there now. And I was like, I had no idea how that started. But I do put other content, different content up on locals. And then Rumble, when it starts going, hopefully they get everything figured out. Let's see here. Was somebody put locals? Did you guys put that in the, not locals, but Rumble? Oh, that's locals. Oh, White Rabbit, you're so awesome. I'm going to pin that to the top real quick. So, yeah, I just put my Rumble at the top of the chat. If you guys don't mind, because like I said, I'm like 30 away from being able to do live streams. And we'll see how that works out. I think it'll be fun. I mean, listen, I'm everywhere. I'm on every platform. I do your podcasting. I'm on like, also just look for me, the expert of podcasting. I'm on every podcasting platform there is. And that's I put up the shows. Oh, you can follow me on Spotify, Locals, Rumble, Odyssey, of course, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch. So I'm there for you guys. I am all about the being everywhere. Yes. Tweety, please go over, check out my Summer Wells playlist. And you won't believe it. I've got all this stuff. I mean, I was up and over both sides of that mountain. Um, oh, thank you, Miami Spice. I need 34 followers to get to 100 on Rumble. So I appreciate you guys. Lori Davis, thank you so much. Lori, you're the greatest. You really are. Lori, you're great. Oh gosh. Let's see. I heard there was a lot of crazy YouTubers who covered the summer case. Surprisingly, I didn't really look into that case. Yeah. Hey, Clumsy. Thank you, Rubia. Ruby, you're the best. Let's just see. Let's see. I'm still foul play. There, no water in lungs or stomach. Wasn't drunk. Wasn't high. But again, doesn't have to tox all the major drugs. They didn't do a tox all the major drugs. Yeah, it's at this point. Here's gonna be the first thing. Well, yeah. See, well, she wasn't drunk or anything, so that takes away my whole thing about like, look at the liability of like who sold the alcohol, right? And maybe we'll start asking that question. She wasn't drunk, right? That's what we're saying. Then how did she end up in the water? Just accidentally drove into the water? Travel Cotto girl, who I'm trying to get her on the stream. She did a video, and I played it the other day. It is awesome. She did the whole, like she went from the party to the, where Kylie's car went into the water. And it's not an easy drive. I mean, I was really surprised by it. You don't go fast. You're going slow. Really, really slow. I could be wrong, but political talk channel. Yeah, so Guava Ball, he contacted me and said, hey, listen, you want to do politics over on locals? I'm like, yeah, sure, I need to do original content over there anyway. I try to stay very neutral and unpolitical over here. This is FunTube, guys. It's FunTube. I don't care about what politics anybody is. we can all find a common ground, okay? Like, we all want to find out what really happened to Kiely, right? We want to find a common ground. We want to get through the BS and just stick with the truth, okay? Not everything's political. Go over there, Grabba Ball and I talk, and we do politics over there. So, I think, let's see, where did I just see that avatar? Melissa C should probably become a member on Locals. All right. Um, Beagle Girl, how are you doing? I love the avatar. I love Snoopy. He's one of my absolute favorites. I absolutely love Snoopy. White Rabbit is tired of me saying that. I always have a little rain cloud follow me around because I'm just like Charlie Brown. I live the Charlie Brown life. And anyway, she says she's tired of me saying that. Oh, hang on a second. Let's hear. Truckee has lots of local parties of all ages. Ski industry areas are filled with 45 to 15-year-olds. Underage, unretired competitive athletes are everywhere. Grim, what's up? Grim's Bar is one of the greatest people on YouTube, guys. He he made me bust out. I haven't seen your last couple videos because I've been gone, Grim. Yeah, hey guys, where's the Locals link? So I've got Rumbles up top, Sluggish, and then let's see here. All right, I'm gonna change that out to. We're gonna go to Locals, replace pinned message. So there you go, Sluggish. Locals is at the top is pinned at top. And I don't put out as much. The Grim Reaper's here. Tweety U.S. News says, yes. Well, he's just a bartender's all. He's just a bartender, so it's all good. But anyway, guys, yeah, that's it. If y'all have more stuff on Kiely, if you guys find out anything, if there's anything suspicious, what do you guys want me to talk about this week? I'll be doing probably some videos. I need to do, I'd love to be able to do a couple videos and then a live stream every day. And we're going to start doing some videos more often. And I know like the Stockton serial killer has been arrested. Wait, hold on a second. Princess Megan says you're funny. I don't know who, am I funny or someone in the chat funny? Dragon Man says have a good evening. Yeah, thank you, Slugger Sleuth. Hey, Melissa. Oh, Melissa C said the White Rabbit, hey. And I answered her. She did. I said, hey, Melissa C. I was like, oh, wait a second. Yeah, thank you, Miami Spice, for putting this up. Guys, the crazy case just happened on Missouri. I don't know which case that is. Cucumber Monograph in his independent film, people think it was maybe real. It's super disturbing. Y'all have to check it out, man. I don't know anything about. I didn't never even heard about that. Oh, dude is unhinged. Yeah, he is unhinged. That is true. Let's see here. Y'all have a great day. Yeah, thank you, White Rabbit. Now with that, I'm going to go watch The Nightmare Before Christmas. I've never seen it. And guys, it's October. Look, watch some good Halloween movies. Watch some good scary movies. And forget about things that we can't do anything about. God bless Kiely Rodni and her family. But please, guys, do not get obsessed over her like people have done with Summer Wells. People that did it with Gabby Petito. Please take care of yourself first, all right? Then take care of your families and have fun, man. We got one shot on this rock. I want everybody to be happy and get rich. So, till then. Oh, wait a second. I just remembered something. I forgot to do this for Clumsy Clairvoyance. Hang on a second. Clumsy, thank you for the super chat. And oh, wait a second. I did that on top of White Rabbit's comment. I'm sorry. But other than that, guys, you know what time it is? I don't know, because you know what? Nobody's got time for that. Love y'all. Stay good. Godspeed, everybody.
I woke up to go give me a cold pop. Then I thought somebody was barbecuing. I said, oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire. Then I ran out. I didn't grab no shoes or nothing, Jesus. I ran for my life. And then the smoke got her. I got bronchitis. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that. Well, I woke up to go get me a cold pop. Then I thought somebody was barbecuing. I said, oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire. Then I ran out. I didn't grab no shoes or nothing, Jesus. I ran for my life. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that. I said, oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire. I said, oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire. I said, oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire. Jesus, 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 it's a fire. Oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire. I said, oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire. I said, oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire.